What's up, guys? It's Monster Champion. We're back today looking at the Just Read offensive scheme. Now, before I get into this, I want to say congratulations to my college hockey team, St. Cloud State University. Go Huskies. We're in the Final Four tonight, and the finals is Saturday, so hopefully we'll win both of those. But, I'll definitely be checking that game out, cheering them on. And hopefully you guys, if you're into hockey, you can go ahead and check it out. We actually had a snowstorm today, which sucks. But, hey, we got classes canceled, so I got a lot more time to work on some videos for you guys. So there's some positives and negatives everywhere. And also, I get to avoid a test for a few more days or so. But moving on to what we're here to really learn about is this scheme here. Now, so far, we've broken down the wide trail, which is probably our base play, the base of our scheme, what we're going to work with most of the time. And then we looked at the halfback sweep, which is the quick run audible. Now, for user audibles, this is my personal setup. You can do it however you want. I have tight slots, tight and angle from the ace close. I have halfback slip screen from the gun bunch strong. Halfback counter from the gun bunch strong. And then right here, I have the stretch from the I-form tight, but you can put whatever run play you want. So basically, I would probably stick with the I-form. You can go, let me see here. You can go strong, pro, pair, just a real good run place, and then something that has at least somewhat of a passing effect or something you can counter with. I was in Niners heavy for a long time, but just recently I went ahead and switched over to the tight. Then we got the FL screen, which you guys all know how to run at this point. I'll quickly go over that when we get there. But so far, we've covered this halfback sweep, the trail, and also this halfback counter. And again, the times you're going to want to run a sweep is if this defender isn't here. But if this defender is here, then you're going to want to go ahead and go with the counter and just take it to the right side and pick up as many yards as you can. But moving forward, since we've covered that, the next few plays that I like out of here, we've already looked at the quick run, but are the quick deep pass, the play action pass, and our user audible that screen. So, the deep pass is verticals, and then our play action pass is right here. Now, one of the things you may not know about play action passes is that they pick up almost every A-gap in the game without doing anything else if you just send out your running back, because they block differently when you run a play-action play. Now, if they send the unslide protectable A-gap, then you're going to want to go ahead and pinch the line. But for the most part, it will pick up just about any A-gap in the game, and you'll be successful. So we're going to go ahead and look at that first. Now, one thing you don't want to do here is put Harris on a wheel. The reason being is because him and Cobb are going to basically get in each other's way. One route I like here is Jennings. His route takes a real long time to develop, but if they do play some max coverage or something like that, his route can definitely get loose. Cobb on a wheel, as we know, wheels are just very dangerous this year with the inside pass lead, or if they get separation, you can go over the top. Depending on the defense they're in, you can leave Jones on his drag and he can get loose. Or you can streak them. Most of the time I'll go ahead and streak them, or I'll put Harris on a flat to the right, or I'll put Harris on like a flat to the left or something like that. Whatever the case, basically Harris will suck down zones if I put him to the right. So if there's a flat or a buzz over there on the right side of the field, that's going to actually suck down to Harris and it's going to leave Cobb more open. And then with Nelson, again, it's pretty much the same thing as before. You're going to put him on those man beaters or something just where he can abuse somebody on the left side of the field. So the main difference between this and the trail is actually just going to be this wheel and then Jennings route. Now, again, with Jennings, it's going to take some time to develop, so that's going to be like our last read. But against Mandy, we can just put him on a flat over here, Harris or that running back, whoever your running back is, and you can still make that quick pass. As you've seen in that last example, you can still make that quick pass if he's unguarded, depending on where the defense is. But again, that's more primarily to suck down the defenders deeper down the field. And then you can also put Harris on a flat to the left if they start really over-anticipating the right side. And that's something you can do with the trail as well. But first read we're going to look at is Cobb. Now, he can't get bumped, and then once he gets that inside position, just inside pass, lead that, and just going to be money against man defense every single time. Not much they can do besides user that or put an extra zone over there or something of the likes. Another thing we can do is to get Jennings off of that press right away. Just motion him in like a half step and then snap the ball. And as you can see, he'll get off that snap and thus get a quicker release. He won't get jammed up at the line. It's bad enough his route takes a while to develop, but the fact that he gets pressed makes it even tougher. Now, you want to make sure you only snap him half a step, because if you snap him too much, he might actually end up blocking. So just go about a good half step inside there, and then pass lead that down, and just go ahead and user cut it off. And that route will be money. And then as well with Jones, we can, a lot of times they'll get a man switch here, so you can hit him with the super quick pass. If you put Harris to the right, you can just, because what's going to end up happening is Robinson guards Jones. So if you throw it right away, basically it just leaves a man switch and it leaves him wide open. If you put Harris to the left, there's not going to be a man switch, but you know, something else might develop somewhere else. And again, at all times, if they leave your player open to run with the QB, which is why mobile quarterbacks are huge, go ahead and take advantage of that. Something else we could do is put Jones on a whip route over here, and it doesn't mess up with that wheel too much. So it's something you can definitely look at using, is a whip from that tight end spot. So pretty much that's going to wrap up this play. I guess we can look at it against zone one time. Not too much to it. It's just a matter of the different reads you're going to look for and the different guys you're going to get. So again, we might, if they're running zone a lot, might put Harris on a flat over here. And as you can see, it sucks down that flat and just leaves our wheel route wide open pretty much every single time. We can also go with a flat over here, and you know, that flat zone's going to have to decide who he's going to cover. And if he doesn't cover the right guy, you can go ahead and just make a quick dump down. Another thing you can do is put a flat and slant, something like this. And one of those two guys should get open. That slant should probably get open towards the sideline as that flat zone gets sucked down if it's a cover 3 look. So really it just depends kind of on the look the defense is giving you. Right now these Vikings are not trying to give me any time in the pocket. So, you know, obviously it looks bad right now. This defensive tackle is tearing this guy up. I'm not sure which guy that is. You would think out of all people it'd be Jared Allen getting loose right now, but it's not. But as you can see, depending on, you know, if you're on the right side of the field, you'll have a little bit more room to do this. So you can go ahead and just run that same slant flat, and I'm just going to drop back here. But as you can see, he's wide open. Rodgers is going to be able to make that pass. That's why you want to use a better QB. But that's besides the fact. We've kind of looked at that enough. That flat slant enough. Another thing is, oops, didn't mean to do that. But since we're over here anyway, if you streak that middle guy, you can go ahead and get an inside pass lead for him. You definitely want a guy with some good catching. I don't have Jermichael Finley in because Jones is a much better receiver at holding on to the ball and whatnot. So you can definitely go ahead and get this pass in there. Just do an inside pass lead or down and inside. And basically just work that, and you'll have somebody open with the pass lead between Jones. Also, Jones will take the deeper zones, so then that leaves Jennings wide open if they play more of a coverage look. And then as well, we still have that guy on the left that we can do whatever we want with. If you want to put him on that fade, if you want to put him on a streak, whatever the case may be, you can do that. And that's definitely the route you're going to want to go. Now, that's pretty much going to wrap up the play action play. Another situation, if they're sending A-gaps, you can use it and whatnot like that. Now we're going to look at verticals. Pretty much going to be similar to the wheel. You have to excuse me here. My controller's shaking like crazy. But now we have 2 wheel routes. So we could streak Cobb. We could put Cobb on a drag. Cobb on a slant. Just really depends what you like doing. You know, again, if they're playing man press, if you do that pass up slant just after he breaks his cut, you're going to be good to go. And again, here we can put him on a flat over there. And just, you know, the outside guy is going to get open with the wheel route. I believe Jones is going to get open on the wheel route as well. Have to look here. Sometimes they'll get that animation. Most of the time you won't. So don't expect to just get that wide open. But I guess right here, that dude keeps getting sucked down. So what I'm going to do, actually going to just audible to a different formation. And hopefully that will actually stop that reaction or animation from happening. And Jones should get open for maybe an inside pass lead or something like that, depending on where the defenders are at. The defenders on the outside, he may get the open on the outside. Or, excuse me. If the defenders are on the inside, as they are here, you know, a lot of the times you can hit them with the quick pass to Jones. Just real quick like that. And, you know, if the defenders are on the outside, as I'm going to show here, like if they're in a quarter or something, he's going to get the inside pass lead. So just depending on where the defenders are at, you just got to, you know, kind of see where the man defender is on him. And that's going to leave that. And again, the same thing with the guy on the left. You can do the man beaters and whatnot. And with Cobb, it's kind of an option route as well. You can go with the streak to make sure you take the safety over the top. Take him away just in case they, you know, try something slick like this, putting that hook there. Just in case, because you've been beating them with them wheels. So then you go ahead and have that streak, and if they don't have that safety, you can take advantage of that. And, you know, try some drags. There's various things you can do. Drag and then playmaker it up. So whatever you think is going to best beat what your opponent's doing, you can do that. And then again with this halfback, you can put them on a flat for a quick pass. You know, with those guys both on the wheel, sometimes they'll block, sometimes they won't. So depending on where their man is, their man might come off and tackle you, but their man also might get picked up, and then you can get a decent gain as well. So it really just depends how that kind of sets up. But that's pretty much going to wrap up this formation. Oh, geez, I almost forgot the halfback slip screen. So let's go ahead and look at this. I've taught you guys pretty much how to throw the delay screen before, and we're pretty much going to go over that again one time real quick. With the delay screen, all you need to do is put Harris on a delay. Now, we'll look at the other routes in a second, but for here, right now, I like to roll to the left, because the reason I roll to the left side is that I don't want Harris to block anyone, and if I just sit there and they kind of blitz, Harris will, you know, maybe pick somebody up. But if I slide to the left, a lot of the times, Harris won't block anybody, which is what we want, and he'll actually just slide free. You can also run it regular. If you do run it regular, you want to throw it as he's going towards that sideline, like this. One time, messed that up a little bit. But you don't want to throw it after he's stopped and he's waiting there. You want to throw it as he's going towards that sideline, as he's in motion. So something like, oops, wrong button. Make sure you don't hit the wrong button. That's a good way to throw an interception. But he's wide in this case. Just wait. Bam. Throw it as he's moving. Since Rodgers has awareness, since that DM played it, he threw it away. But bam, go ahead, throw it while he's in motion. And hopefully his defender won't be there. But again, that's why you typically want to set up the delay screen more so in this scenario. If we're going to go with the quick screen, it's just not working out right now. But oftentimes, if you just throw it while he's in motion towards that side like this, you can get a nice game, but this man defender is just not allowing it right now. So the other things we can look at again out here, we can get some motion fades going. You can do various things. Whatever you want to do really to basically tear up your opponent. Go ahead and motion this guy out. Motion him back in for the inside pass lead motion fade like that. And, you know, we got a big play right there. That doesn't usually happen, but you could get a decent gain on that for the most part. You could streak Jennings and go ahead and go with the deep out route with like Cobb or something like that. Just something like this. Probably wouldn't want to do that combo actually, but I'm just kind of being experimental here. If I were to do that, I would actually move Jennings to the outside further. That way his route doesn't mess with the deep out. So bam, we get that deep out going. Rodgers missed it, but you guys kind of get the idea there. Just kind of be flexible. You can be flexible. You can use the same routes you used before in the other plays. You can mix it up. A lot of times, Jones on that awkward little slant, I kind of like that route because he tends to get open and he can't get jammed, I believe. If I'm correct on that. I believe I'm correct. But a lot of times, as you see, you get that separation. So that's pretty much the only two routes I leave. I'll leave Jones' route and then I'll leave Harris on a delay. And pretty much the other three guys just freestyle with. And whatever you like, whatever you think is going to work best for what you're trying to accomplish offensively, definitely go with that, man. Definitely go with it. And it will definitely lead to a lot of success. Kind of just reading off what your opponent's doing, what they've been running, and what they're trying to do to counter what you're doing offensively. And then once you do that, man, if you can master this formation, you're pretty much gold. You're pretty much golden. You can run this formation all the time, not have any problems, versus just about any kind of defense that's out there. If you just mix up these plays and make the right reads and make the right adjustments and hot routes or whatever, you're going to very much have a very, very difficult offense to stop. Even if somebody knows what you're doing, if you just mix it up and know what you're trying to accomplish and what you're going to do to account for what your opponent's doing, you're going to be in good position. So hopefully guys enjoyed this, and that's going to wrap up the rest of this formation. We'll look at some of the other ones. Well, we'll just kind of glance over them. Again, this is the primary formation we're going to use throughout the game. And then the other ones we'll sprinkle in here and there just to mix it up, keep our opponent on their toes, and maybe knock them out of a comfortable defense that they got into. So, again, if you guys enjoyed this, be sure to leave a thumbs up and leave in the comments what you want to see on my channel in the future. And again, go Huskies. Gonna be rooting you guys on tonight, and hopefully they can get that win again in the Final Four of the NCAA Championship, NCAA bracket. And man, it's a great feeling, man. First time we've been there, and hopefully we can go ahead and win the whole thing. That would be absolutely nuts. But till the next time, guys, subscribe for more. We gone.